what ultimately allows us to deliver on this emerging gap in the market, what we call the unexpected needs of our client, is the one thing in the world that we have that none of our competitors have, and that one thing is the Care Services Center. So when Ken and I started this company, we got a year into the business and we started to burn out. I mean, this is a crazy business. Once you get to a certain point, your phone rings off the hook and you work from 5 a.m. in the morning to 11 o'clock at night, 5 days a week, and then it continues on to the weekends. And I mean, here we were, two young guys, and we were burning out from the business. So about at that same time, just after a year, we were approached by two different home care business owners. Both were franchisees out of two different US home care systems. Both had the same problem. They wanted to sell their business to us because they didn't want to answer their phone ever again. In fact, one of the business owners, when her phone rang, her blood pressure would spike when it rang. So that's when the light bulb went off for us. We realized we weren't the only ones suffering from this. We weren't the only ones burning out from building a home care business. This was a system-wide, or this was an industry-wide systemic issue in the industry. So we actually stopped all of our franchise plans. We realized we had to solve this issue. We had to find a better way. And in fact, we took the next 4 years and we built out what we now call our Care Service Center. We realized that if we took this burden upon ourselves, we took this off of our franchise partners. So if we did the scheduling for our franchise partners 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, if we did the on-call, if we did the intakes, if we were the ones answering those calls at 5 in the morning and scheduling on the weekends and during the days, if we took this off of our franchise partners, it would really allow them to focus on building their business, on the sales, on the caring, and would really allow us to build a world-class brand. So that became our first mission of the Care Services Center, was to make this an easier and more scalable business for our partners. Now, after doing this for 5 years and servicing over 60 locations across North America, we realized our Care Services Center had a second mission, and that was to deliver happiness to our clients. What we realized in this industry is that so much of the customer experience happens over the phone. And we realized we were in this powerful position as a brand in the industry because we really controlled a lot of that customer experience. It was all coming into the Care Services Center. And that's when we realized that we could actually start to deliver on the unexpected needs of our client through the Care Services Center. And so you just need to go watch the videos of our care service specialists and the special things that they do. But it's not uncommon to hear stories out of the Care Service Center, like a care service specialist spending an extra 45 minutes on a call with a client because they're lonely, and they talked about knitting because the specialist found out that is what their interest is. It's not uncommon to hear an amazing story like our specialist Marie, who actually spent an extra 30 minutes on a call one day with a client, walking them through how to set up Skype so they could communicate with their daughter who lived in a different country. Those are some of the amazing experiences that we've started to deliver through the Care Services Center. So it's really through the Care Services Center that we can really deliver three things. Number one, it's how we help our franchise partners build an easier, more scalable, even more fun business. More importantly, it's how and why we deliver we deliver the happiest clients in the industry. And we know that because we measure our customer enthusiasm scores on a daily basis. And number three, it's how we really empower and enable our franchise partners to capture more clients and keep them longer. So really, the reason why we are able to do this and no one else in the industry is because we have spent the time building this foundation. We have spent the money building this foundation. Ken and I, in the early days, invested close to $1 million just to build the foundation out. We've spent the energy to get it right and craft it right. And we have the culture to actually make experiences like this actually happen.